Hello, my friends. Welcome back for more Iwouldcampthat. We are out in the lovely Nordegg, Alberta, tucked out in the mountains. Zero wind right now. Hopefully it stays that way. It is absolutely beautiful out here, winter wonderland. A little anxiety inducing driving a two-wheel drive truck, but I like to think I've gotten pretty good at not getting stuck. We tried to get out here last winter, but every time we had so much freezing rain last winter, and it was always when we were trying to get out and do camp stuff, we'd be like, we're gonna go out this weekend, we're gonna do it, we're gonna make it happen, and then it would warm right up, freezing rain, and yeah, it was just too dangerous. The highway to get out here is not the best maintained highway. We're just up in the back end of the town, stopped for gas. They're building a whole bunch of new houses at the back end here, just over the hill there. See the beautiful mountains in the background. We'll definitely have to try to make it out here in the summertime too. There's a lot of exploring I want to do out here. But I'm gonna head back to the rig here. Rita is with me. No Sunny this time, just in case it gets a little too cold for her. And we'll do a little exploring and show you around. And then after that, we'll figure out where we're gonna sleep tonight. So, you ready to get out and do a little exploring, Rita?
Yeah, let's see what roads are clear and what roads are distinctly not.
Yeah, forewarning, there's gonna be a lot of like, oh, that looks nice. We'll come back in the summer and check that one out, because even some of the stuff we saw on the way here was quite snowed in. But the actual town itself, the road's looking pretty good. Like, you can definitely see that they've been clearing the snow and everything, so people can still do life here.
Oh, there you see.
I heard there was some abandoned stuff up in Nordegg, but the question is how much of it is accessible in the wintertime.
Yeah, don't want to step on a nail in the deep snow.
Well, I was thinking don't want to get hopelessly stuck. And then praying for a tow truck.
Yeah.
Here, I'll find a spot to turn around. Now, really nowhere to stop, so I'm just gonna stop on the side here and throw the hazards on.
Okay.
I'm also gonna throw the e-brake on for reasons. I don't want gravity doing us dirty. Little beauty just sitting by itself in the trees. That's our kind of point of interest.
Normally our points of interest aren't literally off the side of the road.
Well, hey, the playlist is called Roadside Finds. This is a find off the side of a road.
Yep.
So by definition, you see where I'm going with this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tie my boots up tighter before I try to step in there.
Oh, I forgot my toque.
Oh.
There. Yeah, I'll be fine without it. It's not that cold. Oh, I'm glad I brought my big Iron Man boots. Well, seeing a bunch of junk in there. And then we've got an actual entrance here. Oh, going for a little slide here. Bunch of plantation growing up here. Probably have some birds that have nested in here. Be as good a place as any. Whole bunch of breaker panels on the wall. Huh. Still looks like it's actually in pretty decent shape. I wonder how old this is. I would camp in this.
I would not.
I mean, I'd probably do a little bit of touching up to it first, but if I was desperate, I'd sleep in this. 7 out of 10. Very cool. Right up our alley. And hey, I haven't had a bird swoop at my head. Not that there's much swooping room in here.
Yet.
Well, that's really cool. I was hoping we'd find some old abandoned beauties out here, because I have heard that they're out here. But with winter, you just never quite know how far you're gonna get. So you would not camp this, babe?
No.
There's just no pleasing you.
You're too easy.
I am offended and appalled. Going back to the truck. Rita just wants to take a few photos before we depart and see what else we can find. I am impressed at how well maintained the roads are here. It's a luxury that you don't always get in these isolated towns. Coming up to a turn. I feel like that's probably
Marcel Avenue it's called, or maybe we're on Marcel Avenue and this is something else.
I wonder if that just loops back into town, maybe. Do you want to just keep going straight?
Let's just keep going straight. I think this heads down. This would be in line with the new cul-de-sac if it follows this curve.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So we can always check that one out on the way back. Yeah. Up the hill we go. Oh, something beautiful sits atop the hill.
I was about to say, does it look abandoned? But then I saw the broken in window. Yes.
Does it even have a roof?
I think it might be hanging in there. There's also, oh, there we go. That's pretty snowed in.
Yeah, we'd have to park and walk up to that one. Let's go a little further up the road here.
Oh, is this an access point to it? No, not. Yes. Yes, we can turn here. And if you play that footage backwards, it looks like we're leaving.
It is so quiet out here. It's so peaceful. This is definitely a lot more enjoyable not having any wind. Just a still dead cold. Well, abandoned beauty number 2. Careful what you wish for, eh? Hopefully nothing hidden under the snow. I do have my flashlight too. Big pipe just sticking out of the side of the building. Oh, there's a big hole there.
A well?
It did say there's a sign back there that said water valve. So maybe this was like a water treatment or a water pump or... Oh, okay. All right.
Just coarse concrete.
This is cool. Yeah, this definitely looks like water, like equipment for like waterworks. Seeing a bit of wood, so as always, watch for nails.
For sure.
I know I sound like a broken record every time I say that, but...
Oh, so those round metal buildings that are much more newer outside, this is just an older version of them, with the wood building erected up around it. Huh. Dare you to go up the ladder.
Yeah, no. No. I don't want like, comment, subscribe that badly. I don't even really want to walk around here too. I mean,
well, here, if you go one way, I'll go the other way.
Yeah.
We'll meet in the middle.
Hold on. You're going to go one way, I'll go the other way?
Yeah, we'll meet in the middle.
Okay, just watch your step.
Of course, holler if you can't continue.
I'm 30 feet deep compared to where I was before. You ever have those moments in your life where you're doing something really stupid and then you're just like, why? What possessed me to do this? I try to ignore those thoughts.
Oh no, the most horrifying thing one can run into in an abandoned building. Go, 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 go!
You see what I have to put up with?
You like it.
Unbelievable. You can stay here.
Well, you can't.
I don't think I would camp in like the spiral roundabout part here, but like back where we came in, yeah, I can make that work. Not as good as that little cabin though. I'd give this maybe I don't know, little fixer up, or maybe a 5 out of 10. Although I do move a lot in my sleep, so knowing me, I'd probably end up rolling into the hole and waking up with a pipe sticking into my spine.
If I was younger and dumber, I'd go up that ladder.
Oh no. No, no, no.
That sound is pretty interesting though.
No, 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 no. I'd love to go around the exterior, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's nails or hazards for our feetsies back there, so.
For sure. I think it's due to the cold, but if you look really carefully at the wall, a lot of these nails are halfway out.
Yeah.
So as the wood contracts and expands over different kinds of weather, the nails can be worked out. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's loose nails littering the outside of this wall.
At some point in the future, enough nails come out that the whole thing literally just like falls apart outward like dominoes.
How do you think the roof came off?
Let's make sure we're far away from here before that ever happens. This is like heaven on earth out here. Wow, just taking it in. We are losing light. Probably got a few hours of light left at best. You can see some of the light on the tops of the mountain in the background there. Got some good pictures?
Yeah, almost lost my boot underneath it.
What?
Yeah. Well, you see that hole in the foundation?
Yeah.
That follows through underneath the silo inside.
Okay.
And yeah, I was stepping over it carefully and my foot went a little bit too far to one side and zoop, my leg ended up about this deep underneath the whole thing.
That's how horror movies happen. So remember, kids, if you're out adventuring in the winter wonderland, always have a shovel. Super important. We just bought this back in town where we're from. Hopefully we won't have to use it, but at least we have it. It's needed. Another thing I invested in, I'm sure I've mentioned at some point in some of our past videos that we've got these 12-volt ports in our canopy. Sometimes I forget they're even there. I don't use them a lot, but that might change now. I actually invested in a 12-volt electric blanket. And it was a couple of hours for us to get out here, and we've had this plugged in the whole time we've been driving. Oh, that's nice. So we've had this 12-volt blanket underneath our red blanket and on top of our winter sleeping bag, and it's nice and toasty. Even some of the warmth is getting down to the actual bed itself. So this is definitely a good winter camping hack if you have access to something like this, like a 12-volt in your canopy, or maybe you've got a Jackery or some kind of a battery bank that you leave in the back. Because one of the worst things with winter camping is when you're already cold and you climb in and your whole sleep space is frozen and cold. So I'm looking forward to this. You should come feel this, Rita. What do you think of that, babe?
Oh, there we go. It's still warm. I don't know if it's still generating heat or if that's residual heat.
Well, I think it's like most electric blankets, I think it's got like a shutoff. Mm-hmm. We can keep it plugged in since we're not going to be far. Like we're going to probably just be getting out and looking at stuff and then driving to see what else is down this road. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's going to trap a lot of the heat under there. So that's going to serve our needs really nice.
Yeah, where you had the blanket pulled back, it's cold again, so I'm not too sure if it's still generating heat. Maybe we can unplug it and replug it, and I'll kind of reset it to start warming up.
Yeah,
again.
you can go ahead and do that.
I didn't notice this before. See, on the glow on my hand, there's a little red indicator light.
Yeah, let me just come over to that side there.
Now, I don't know if that means it's working or whether it's just trying to tell you it's plugged in, because obviously you don't want to leave these plugged in for hours and hours on end. That could be detrimental to your vehicle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, since we're probably going to come right back to the truck, at least I hope we're coming back to the truck. We'll leave it plugged in for now, but we'll just have to make sure to unplug it when we settle down for the night. Yeah, when it comes to winter camping, this is our 3rd season of winter camping, and we've learned give yourself every possible advantage, because you never know what kind of, it's already cold enough as it is, and you never know what kind of emergent situation you might run into, so give yourself every advantage. There you go, babe. All right, we're gonna go down that way next. Whew. Sweet, blessed heat. So this road has come to an unfortunate and abrupt end, ends in a little roundabout, but there is another abandoned beauty just down the hill past the road. It's like an enchanted winter forest. Eh? Mm-hmm. With some super sketch buildings, but yeah, this whole thing looks like it's completely boarded up with plywood. But we can still enjoy a nice view of it from the outside in this beautiful winter wonderland. You doing okay, babe?
Yeah, I just keep getting snow dumped into my boots because I'm trying to go through all this loose snow.
We got to get you a nice pair like what I got. My feet are probably like the warmest part of me right now.
My feet feel fine, it's just I have a little ring of snow right along the top of my boot. This plywood looks recent. Like, look,
yeah, it does.
There's still a price sticker attached to that one.
Yeah. Well, maybe they just recently boarded it up. Oh. Nice little old wasp nest up there. So it would have been a good place for those little creepy crawlies to call home. Mm-hmm. And I did see some electrical equipment back up the way we came, so this place probably had power. Oh, there's one window over here that's not boarded up.
Oh, okay.
Here, you go through first, babe. So I don't end up whipping you in the face, and then you're giving me dirty looks the rest of the time that we're here.
Oh my.
What is it?
Well, I can see why they boarded it up. There's a lot of holes in the walls. People have been trying to tear this place down.
Oh yeah, for sure. Basic broken window theory: if it looks disheveled and not taken care of, destroy it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's definitely had suffered some abuse. Well, this one at least has a roof, and you know, the plywood's covering most of the windows. I'd give this one an 8 out of 10. I'd camp here, clear out a nice little spot on the ground, and call her home for the night.
I don't know, too many nails. This looks like a barrel.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And right when you were lifting that branch out of the way, you can see a black and red pipe.
Yeah.
They might have had a sewage pipe. Maybe that room was the washroom.
Yeah.
And look, this was boarded up. They have particle board up in the corner.
Yeah. Oh, so somebody ripped it off then.
Yeah. I don't know, spacious rooms in there, concrete floor. Do you think this was a private home at some point?
Maybe a cabin.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'd camp that. I actually kind of wanted to climb in and go look around, but like you said, there are a lot of nails on the floor, so...
I also don't want you to tear your clothing trying to crawl through that window.
I'm not too worried about that. I'm just more concerned about the nails. It's our, you know, first night out here. I don't want to be like, surprise, you need a tetanus shot. How are your feet, babe? Cold?
Not particularly, but I would like to get them underneath a warm blanket.
Well, it's a good thing we have that 12-volt blanket heating up in the back.